Good morning, everybody. We're chatting about new car smell on the Today in AZ After Show. I got some new wheels in the garage. I'm not going to tell you what they are, though. I don't want to mess with my new ride.
I like it. No? Uh-oh.
I posted that sad goodbye picture to my old beater last week when I finally ditched it, and I think everyone can relate to that. You know, remember your old car, just like the emotions that go along with your old ride and like
all the memories.
And you know what's going to happen in about 20, 30 years? You're going to wish you had that old car back. I wish I had the best thing I ever did was when I got rid of my VW Bug. And, you know, I kind of wish I could buy one. I was actually looking on the internet. I'd love to drive Bug again. But now they're like 5 times the cost.
Not sure.
Did they have you hit like the dong? The bells.
The dong? I did hit the dong.
Whatever it's called, it goes dong.
I'm going to let her hang in the wind here for a second.
I don't know. There you go, gong.
You know when
I
you
was
hit
doing
the dong?
sound.
Gong.
Gong. With a G. Thanks for watching the After Show, everybody. Paul, Vanessa, and Jimmy hanging out here for you.
Dong.
We need you to vote in our dessert bracket challenge. Let's get that out of the way first. We're on to the second round, okay? So the winner here goes to the Elite Eight. It's a tough one today in the frozen dessert section. It's ice cream versus milkshakes. Who you got? We just posted the poll. You decide who moves on in the bracket. If you want to include a little information about why you prefer one or the other, put it in the comment section. We'll read some of the best responses coming up on the After Show.
Milkshakes in the lead, 62%.
Any initial opinions, JQ? I see you're taking notes furiously here.
Milkshakes. I want a milkshake with Oreo crushed up in it.
Yeah.
That's
good.
That's really, really good.
Strawberry milkshakes.
Yeah, but isn't kind of ice cream and milkshake the same thing, sort of?
Kind of.
Cousins, distant, or first cousins.
Are you thinking of a Blizzard and not a milkshake?
A Blizzard. Whatever.
Is Blizzard is technically just like
it's a brand name.
Yeah, that's like Kleenex, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's, what would you call it? What's the generic name for a Blizzard?
It's the milkshake.
You can't say a flurry because that's a McDonald's.
Yeah. It's a milkshake
with stuff in it. Yeah. A milkshake with stuff.
But it's thicker than a milkshake. It's different. Yeah.
Milkshake is it's not mixed in with candy.
We need to get a microphone on Steadicam mic.
We should, because he always has input for the after show.
Our other talking topic of the day: your best April Fool's pranks. Share them with us, because I'm sure your social media feeds are already full of them this morning. Emma fell for one as soon as we got off the air today.
That was hilarious.
That was one of the most genuine laughs I've ever heard her.
Very evil laugh.
You guys have one that stands out to you?
No,
an April Fool's Day prank that really got you?
This morning.
What?
Emma got pranked. One of the anchors from the other station announced that he's a big announcement. He's going to a different show, a different time, which is big in our business. And she was so proud to be the first one, because we always want to be first. That's our job. I want to tell you that there's a weather advisory. You want to tell me, dude, you're not going to believe what just got announced. And she announced that this anchor has made a huge, colossal change. The shift is changing. Things are moving. And then Vanessa says, did you read it closer? It's an April Fool's joke.
It said hashtag April Fools. I was like, hello.
Emma got so punked on that. Yeah, it wasn't a prank once. I remember with the Farrah Fawcett thing, you know, when she was getting close to that, my mom saw a special on it and she thought it was the end. So I announced that she was gone and she wasn't yet. So that was very embarrassing.
Got to be careful what you read today.
You know, I also noticed a lot of people were sending out like warnings the day before yesterday saying, hey, don't do any April Fool's jokes about this or this, a certain topic, because it's sensitive to other people.
Well, somebody always goes over the top. That's the problem. That's kind of why we can't have the 70s anymore. People always talk about that. We're not as sensitive. Remember Archie Bunker, the Jeffersons? They used to always talk about blacks and race and brown people. There's always that guy that goes over the top. So that's why you got to get rid of the whole thing. I kind of feel like that about April Fools. Like, I could do a little joke on you.
Sure.
But then I could also like, hey, I dumped a milkshake on top of your car. Wasn't that funny?
Yeah,
but it was parked out in the sun.
Yeah.
And it just stained the whole top of it. Dude, it was just a milk. That's how I feel about it.
You know, there's some pranks that I feel like there's like a threshold almost, and then once you pass that certain line and it becomes like actually harmful towards somebody, that it's just not funny anymore. Like, the one that always gets me is the fake lotto ticket prank. We've talked about this on the show before, but you buy one of those instant scratchers that's supposedly $1 million winner or whatever, or a fraudulent lottery ticket that had yesterday's winners on it, and then you play the replay of the lotto drawing. That to me would just like rip someone's guts out, like to give them that ecstasy of feeling like money's not a problem anymore and then taking it away from them for your own sick laugh. Like, that's too much. Don't do that. Don't buy a fake lotto ticket today.
I was in desperate need of a job many years ago in Rhode Island. I was dying for a weather break. I needed a break. And I had worked in Roswell, And there was a buddy, Dave Gonzalez. He was the main. He was an anchor, and he was the news director at one of the stations of the cities I wanted to get to. So I'm in Providence. I'm far away, and I get this call from him, and it was him. He's like, Mr. Quinones, this is David Gonzalez. I said, yes, sir. And he's like, when can you start? And I said, sir, I'm ready. And I hear just everyone busting up in the back. And it was my buddies in that town that worked and imitated him.
That's awful.
It was crushing.
Especially to dangle an opportunity like that.
I never held it against them, but
kind of.
But their careers aren't doing so well. I say they're not in the business anymore.
I love Debbie Smith. She said a coworker's got my keys and moved my car.
Oh, that's good.
And you go out and you're like, my car's gone. I can't find my car.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Brian says, I told my dog she was adopted. Rough start to the morning for the dog. She might have already known.
See, that might be one of those things that's over the top. You know, you don't want to give anyone a heart attack.
Here's a good one. This should be relatively safe. Georgie says, school lunches, sandwiches with cheese singles did not remove the plastic wrapping on the cheese singles.
Oh, and you're trying to bite it.
One quick bite is all you need to know. You've been April Fool's Day pranked there.
Yeah.
What?
Once made a friend on acid think he was dead.
Oh.
Roy experimenting with psychedelics. Happy Monday to you, my friend.
This is Mark's. I once took off the tire of a coworker's car. When he got there at the end of the day, it was priceless. Like, that took a lot of time.
Yeah, that's a lot of effort.
And that's another thing. Paul's brand new car, he doesn't want anyone touching it. I don't blame him.
Can I talk about that for just a second?
Please.
This is like so... I feel bad for talking about something I just spent money on for myself. Like, I've always driven a beater. I feel weird having a new car. Like, it makes me feel uneasy to, like, even talk about that sort of thing. But there was one moment where I was finalizing the paperwork where I had this dawning realization that I was about to enter a new chapter of my life, and where I was sitting in this office and I had a direct view of my car, which was sitting out in front of the dealership, and two kids walked by. And I'm kind of eyeing them out of the corner of my eye, and one of them kind of points, and the other one like pretends to like slap at, and I'm sitting there like, hey, get your hands off my car! But in my head, I was also thinking, like, at the same time, nobody has ever wanted to touch a car that I've owned before. You know what I mean? Like, nobody would ever stop and be like, oh, look at that. It's usually like, oh, that still drives, you know? Like, it was such a different reaction that I was used to.
It's awesome, though. And it's his first nice new car. He's not getting this all the time.
Yeah. And it was just weird to see people react and not have like a visceral negative reaction to something I was driving.
I think it's awesome. I found the same way when I had on my classic Pinto. You know, I have it just the new custom lime green paint job with the flames. You know,
the custom.
When I see people walking around it, man.
We got some other April Fool's Day jokes to get to in just a second, but first an ICYMI, a little in case you missed the action on Today in AZ this morning. We saved one of the best clips just for you.
Have you heard of surprise vacation? Yeah, lots of people, signing up to let a stranger plan their vacation for them. So here's how it works. Travelers are fitted with blindfolds and noise-canceling headphones before boarding the flight.
I don't like it already.
Then they're dropped off to enjoy their mystery vacations. South Dakota. Everything from where they will stay to how long they will stay is taken care of by companies like Blind Experiences and Mystery Break. So we're asking you this morning, could you do it?
I think I take a little solace in knowing that a company is doing it and not some random person.
Thank you. That's exactly what I
can't plan a vacation. I wouldn't expect some stranger to either.
Yeah, but I'm picky about where I stay and where I sleep.
Right.
So what if it's like a hotel that I would never stay at?
That's a very...
Like, when someone brings sandwiches in, like, I don't even take a sandwich without being like, well, what's on it?
Yeah.
Let alone a vacation.
Man, I'm actually really okay with eating a sandwich. I don't know what's on it. Vanessa saw me just devour one in a commercial break last week.
Oh, this is
and it was just like lettuce and like
nothing.
Cheese.
Vegetarian sandwich.
Yeah, that's it. That's all it was.
Didn't matter.
I was like, okay, I'm like, you go, girl.
Your hair looks nice today. What'd you do differently?
Thank you. I washed it.
Oh.
You go, girl. What's that?
You guys.
April Fools.
I gotcha. Can I replay that on my Facebook page?
Yeah, no, you got that. Congrats on the hair washing, by the way.
Thanks.
It does look nice.
You know, it takes time.
Yeah.
Girls know what I'm talking about.
What about planning a vacation for somebody else or having them plan a vacation for you? How do you feel?
Oh.
Yeah.
I would let Jimmy plan a vacation for me.
Yeah.
You know, he's very wise in that area now.
I'll do it in a budget. I can save you a lot of money. That's the thing.
He tells me websites to go to and certain links and where I should go next. And then, you know, he gave me all the info when I went to Germany.
I want to get him into Oktoberfest as well.
Look out, buddy. I might not come back.
And they fly nonstop now from Phoenix. You can go Phoenix to Germany nonstop.
No kidding.
Phoenix to London nonstop.
They just added those London flights. Yeah, we had that story in the show.
Can you believe that?
That was awful. That was a part. Like I switched 5 different flights on the way back.
That's awful.
And then
5
I didn't make it to work the next day because my bag didn't make it. It was bad.
But that's
You should not have.
my website.
Well, she also shouldn't have planned to come to work the next day after a European vacation. Give yourself a day,
I only
girl.
had so many days off that I could take.
A month before if you can go. Got to plan this
It
ahead.
was last minute.
I love traveling international. You've done it too. Oh my.
I've never been outside of Canada or Mexico.
Okay.
Really?
You're to Korea.
And Brazil.
And Brazil.
Hello.
It's
Can somebody please send some coffee over here? It's 200.
I don't even know the foreign countries I've been to. I was even in North Korea.
This is the hugest trips ever. This guy's out-traveled me. He's like, oh, I've never been outside of Buckeye.
The last 2 times I've been in Texas, I've been like, I've never been to Texas.
Hello.
It's that beer you're drinking, man. All that hops is clogging up your...
I legitimately have to go to Paris this year, by the way. I got a buddy that lives in Paris. He keeps trying to get me to come out.
Yes!
Yeah. But I need you to book everything.
Yes!
I
I'll do it.
out.
I do it. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Stay in the Latin district?
Never been outside of Buckeye in my life.
Hold on, guys. So we're going back to the April Fool's jokes. I love, I can't say her name, maybe Ida, maybe. Last year for Easter, which was April Fool's, we made cake pops, which were Brussels sprouts dipped in chocolate with sprinkles. It was amazing.
Ugh.
Could you imagine? You bite into that?
See, that's a good April Fool's Day
that's a
prank,
great
though,
one.
because it's
I like
innocent, and you'll have that one moment of shock, and then it's like, April Fool's.
I remember when I was young in my career, I thought it was so cool to, oh, it's snowing up there. You'd make something in your forecast. Don't do that anymore.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't
do
play
that.
April Fool's
No,
jokes.
we had an email. I don't know if you saw that email
No,
that
I
was
didn't.
like, we're not doing it.
I'm cool with that. Yeah, I
good thing I
don't
didn't
know.
do anything.
We're in a different position.
We are, and I feel like the culture of news media is so different than it used to be. It
Yes.
used to be like it would be fun to have a little laugh at the expense of our viewers because they trusted us otherwise. But we're in a place now where I think media is being questioned more than ever, and our untrustworthiness is something that people wave a flag about.
Yeah.
And so we have to be as trustworthy as possible. There's no room for that error or those jokes anymore.
We're in an
Hashtag
age
fake
of
news.
verification, fake news.
We save the jokes for the after show on Facebook.
Yeah. If you
Bad
watched-
jokes.
If you
Oh, my gosh.
missed the beginning, go back and watch it.
Sometimes you got some good shtick.
Sometimes it's not as great. Speaking of shtick, can we sink our teeth back into that dessert bracket challenge real quick? Get an update on ice cream versus milkshake. See who's winning.
Milkshakes.
The ice cream is so versatile. I just can't believe ice cream would really lose in this round, because you can get a million different varieties of ice cream.
True. I don't know.
I do like pistachio nut. Oh, my
Is
God.
that your fave?
Yeah, it's always my go-to. Cake batter's good, salted. I like that frozen yogurt, too. Do we have that up here?
Froyo got busted last week, bro.
No!
Gelato took out frozen yogurt in the first round. Gelato, which I guess is just higher calorie frozen yogurt, but I digress.
You know, I had gelato in Italy.
Oh, no kidding. They're known for it out there. A couple more good April Fool's Day pranks here. Dominic, I told my mom her grandkids are coming over this morning. They'll be here in 5 minutes. I'm not sure how rooted in reality that prank is, but it could be funny.
Oh, no.
Our new mayor announced the town would get a new name, said Christopher. Chris, what was the name of the town, and which town are you in? Amanda says, I changed all the clocks in the house, woke the kids up at 3 a.m. for school, told them they're going to be late for the bus. About 20 minutes later, my kids are standing at the bus stop, not noticing no one else was there while I was cracking up.
Let me see. Trisha said, Trisha's chiming in about the cake and ice cream. Everything he said, pistachio cake batter, etc., is awesome. Good job. She's chiming in with you, Jimmy, and supporting what you said about ice cream.
Katrina, my daughter put white paint on my soap bar in the shower. Ugh, yikes.
White paint.
So that could be toxic. What if it gets in your eyes or something?
Yeah.
You know?
So Roxanne says my daughter said she was in a car accident. Now,
that's bad.
but that's the kind of stuff that my parents used to do to each other when I was a kid. They would try to get me to be like implicit in these sort of April Fool's Day. I guess they're pranks. I hesitate to use the word prank because I think when you're talking about like serious injury and loss of property, it's not a prank. It's not funny. But I remember one time my dad was coming home late from work when I was a kid, and my mom was like, when your dad gets here, make sure to tell him about the accident we got in earlier and tell him he needs to go outside and look at the car and make sure there's no damage or whatever. And so me as a little kid, it's just like playing along with it, not understanding that, my dad is, one, either going to think I'm totally full of it, or two, be like genuinely concerned and upset. I digress. I put saran wrap over a toilet seat once.
That's hilarious.
A buddy of mine, yeah.
That's
probably a
bad.
bit of a cleanup.
Here's one.
Unless he sits down when he pees, and then he.
I was going to
Like,
take.
what's on my booty?
I was going to take my nephew to Disneyland, but instead I drove him to an old burned-out warehouse.
Jack Handy.
Oh no, I said, Disneyland burned down. He cried and cried, but I think that deep down he thought it was a pretty good joke. Jack Handy.
Jack Handy. One of the best.
You knew it off the bat.
I did.
you
Well, I
did.
did because I've read some of collections of Jack Handy's quotes, and I used to watch the old SNLs. That's a good one, though.
Sebastiana is watching from Brazil. Good morning.
Good morning. Brazil, Portuguese. Obrigado. Thank you very much for watching.
Obrigado.
Yeah. Obrigada or obrigado.
Somebody asked about your hiking. You mentioned on Friday that you were going hiking.
Yeah.
I want to know if it happened.
Yeah, I did. I did Camelback. I did Choice. Choice, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, there's Echo Canyon and there's. Which one did you do?
Oh, I don't remember.
Would you-
I can't even remember that I
Did
left
you go
the country,
straight up
so-
or were you kind of like zigzagging?
Straight up.
Oh, that's Echo then. With the rail? The rail?
If
Were you at the
if
rail?
it's the same hike I'm thinking of, it's the hardest climb I've ever
it's
been
forever, and it's
on. Like I didn't realize there was as much climbing as there was. Like
Yeah.
I legitimately wanted to die.
You did Echo. You know, going up isn't bad. I love going up. Going down stinks, man. That's where my legs are killing me
Yep.
and stuff right now. So, but it was all right. I came down at 10 and it was already starting to get really hot and miserable. Almost like I'm feeling sick. People are just going up. That's where I'm like.
Is that the one where you got to park like a mile away?
Yep.
Yeah.
You got to hike to
Yep.
start your hike.
Yeah.
Yep, that was
The
it.
easiest hike is walking up to the mountain you're about to scale. I
Exactly.
did that once. I'll never do it again. I legitimately wanted to die.
I could see that, but you know.
But I did it.
Yeah, that's cool. Now you got to do Paestua.
I do Paestua once a month, probably.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Get out. I never knew that about you.
Yeah. That's the place I take everybody that visits to. So it's
Oh
always
my
like, oh, you want to go
gosh.
on a hike? We're summiting Paestua. Let's go. And then I
Nice.
call it Piestewa because I always get the name wrong. And so.
You know, I climbed that thing in the middle of August one year.
Good luck.
And there were storms everywhere.
Yeah.
And I had free air conditioning.
Yeah.
It was literally about 78 degrees, wind blowing. It was the most unbelievable thing. You can't do it in the summer. You'll die if you do it in the summer.
You tell everyone to be off by like 8 or 9 in the morning during summer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, without question. It's that dangerous. But you know, in this case, there were storms everywhere. There was no rain there on the mountain, but it was just getting flooded with cool air.
I love the view up top there. I could just sit up there. You know, I just change position every 10 minutes and just get a different
Yep.
view. And kind of take it
Camelback
all
was
in.
the same way. It
Yeah.
was fun, but man, it's a tough hike.
You think Paestua was harder than the Echo one you were talking about?
No way.
Yeah, no, it's not.
And then if you do Choya, which is on the other side of Camelback,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
even longer than your hike, but it's not as steep. But
Okay.
it goes forever.
I think I might have done that one once. Paestua's problem is there's no parking over there now.
Yeah, that is hard.
Just
it's
torn
difficult
up.
to park over there.
Yeah.
Caribe and I did that one time. And it was like, it took forever to find parking,
Yeah.
but we made it. She's great at hiking. I'm like, hold on, girl. Trying
I
to-
used to hike with Rachel Cole. It's the same thing. It's just like you're chasing
I was
after
like,
her.
She's like a mountain goat.
Yeah.
And she keeps talking. She
Yeah.
won't be quiet. She's just like-
Did she share all the movie quotes on the way up the mountain? too?
And my response after the middle of the hike, yeah, huh?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't go hiking, but I went to ride horses this weekend.
What?
And, yeah, it's by South Mountain at Ponderosa.
Giddy up.
Yeah, it was fun. My horse was named Marshmallow.
Aw.
Pretty nice guy.
Did they let you ride or did you have to like,
Well, so there were some areas that were like a little scary because they were like going up and someone
yeah.
would slip in, you know? It
so you're
was
on a big line with everyone else?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
all right.
We had some fun.
But you said, brought up a good point. 1 hour is great.
yeah.
But the 2 hour ride,
I
you
wouldn't
could
do the 2 hour.
hours.
Yeah. And then you could start to get uncomfortable on the saddle, you know? And I'm like, okay, an hour's
It
good.
hurts my knees. Like it bends my knees. So I don't know.
So if you ever want to do that, it's not even that expensive.
Really? What
Yeah,
was it?
it was like $40 for an hour.
that isn't that
That's a
bad,
good deal.
I'll do it.
Let's get to some more of your April Fool's Day pranks. Beth says, when my boys were in elementary school, I painted their toenails and fingernails. It backfired because they all cried. My family can't take a joke. You
Wait,
used to do that while they're asleep, Beth, so they wake up looking at their fingernails. funny.
Sebastiana played a joke on us. She said April Fool's. She's not really in Brazil.
Oh, she got us.
Aw.
We were hoping we had an international audience. I'm so let down.
I know.
Lisa replaced her kids' Takis with Chex cereal. That's another innocent prank. That's a good one. Oh, Beth did paint the nails while they were sleeping. Good call.
Wait, what does Trisha say? She said telling hubby his birthday April 2nd. Told him sorry we missed his birthday. It was the 3rd. Wait, what?
I'm confused. Michelle says each year I put a rooster in someone's backyard. My friends and I always have a great wake-up call on 4/1. Where are you getting roosters from? You know what? I don't want to know.
Chickens?
Don't
We have them somewhere.
don't tell us.
You get chickens.
Someone played an April Fool's Day prank on me by spray painting my brand new Rolls-Royce Phantom. It was fake spray paint, by the way. April Fools, I don't own a Rolls-Royce Phantom unless I win the lottery. It's just all it is.
Oh, everybody's trying to fool us.
We're the fools
you know?
here, honestly.
Well, good job, guys, for participating in April Fool's Day.
All right, let's get the dessert final tally. Let's put it on the board.
Woo!
Let's end this show. What do we got? What are the percentages?
You know milkshake's going to win. Yep. Milkshake, 57%. Ice cream, 43%.
It turned out to be pretty close. Another 1 seed down, guys. Two seed milkshakes.
Good
Two
shot,
seed
shot.
milkshakes. Milkshakes moving on.
My
We'll face the winner of ice cream cake and gelato, which will be the matchup on the show tomorrow.
Ice cream cake?
Versus gelato.
Okay.
Which upset Jimmy's favorite frozen yogurt.
Oh, man.
During Today in AZ, baklava and creme brulee in the fancy bracket.
Today's show went by fast, don't you think, for a
Dropping
Monday?
stuff.
Okay.
The newscast or this
Yeah.
show?
No, the regular newscast.
This show's always pulling teeth with you clowns. Yeah,
You know, I had to hold it down all last week while you were gone.
No, wait till next week when I'm gone again.
Is it my turn again?
No, it's all top secret work stuff that I'm only going to tell you guys about. I'm going to tell you in 10 seconds.
Ready?
8, 7, 6. Oh. Did you get that? Get the bug?
No, you know, this time of year, little flies going all over the place. My house.
Hold still.
Here.
Don't move.
On my nose.
Get him!
Nail it. I want you to. Did you get it?
Back here at 7:30 tomorrow, guys.
Have a great day.
Good.